Hi, this is Coach Pomai. Welcome to ICE Mental Game Training podcast number 24, Handle Perfectionism and the Fear of Making Mistakes. Let's talk about 3 different ways to deal with mistakes. Many skaters, many people, consider themselves perfectionists. For many years, I struggled to rid myself of perfectionism. I called myself a recovering perfectionist, until a mentor I was working with told me, just embrace your perfectionism. What do you mean? Well, nothing is all bad. Perfectionism has its good points. It allows us to really pay attention to details, to be able to distinguish errors in minute pieces. In skating, this is a valuable asset. Attention to and awareness of details allows us to correct technique more quickly and with less trial and error than it would take a less aware skater. Perfectionists often mistake their drive for perfection with the drive to not make a mistake. This can quickly become the fear of making a mistake, which can lead to paralysis. Being afraid to make a mistake is what we call stinkin' thinking. Mistakes show us what to work on to improve. Give us a chance to decide if we are on the right track or if it's time for a change. Allow us to feel the triumph of accomplishment when we finally get it right, and are a great learning tool. I recently read something that struck a chord. It was borrowed from a sermon by Maurice Boyd, a New York City preacher whose sermons are famous. In speaking about mistakes, he gave 3 clear analogies. As you listen to them, answer these following questions. What example do you currently live? Is it working for you? If not, which example do you want to live? Example 1, Waterford Crystal. The Waterford Company is known for its high-end quality crystal. Waterford chandeliers hang in Westminster Abbey, Windsor Castle, and the Kennedy Center. Possibly the most famous American landmark is the New Year's Eve ball dropped in New York City's Times Square to mark the start of the new year. Each crystal is considered a piece of fine art. Each surface is scrutinized and meticulously inspected for the slightest crack or imperfection. This piece is immediately shattered if any flaw or deformity is found. One beautiful crystal, perfect to the naked eye, is destroyed. Dust on the floor to be swept away. A punishment for a defect nearly too small to be seen by the human eye. Another beautiful crystal, perfect under magnification, is hung on a beautiful chandelier. 2 outcomes, tragic or triumphant. Notice how close perfection is to despair. Example 2. A potter shapes a form out of clay. Oops, he makes a mistake. This mistake is not in the vision. But instead of throwing the piece away or destroying it, the artist finds a way to reshape the piece around the mistake, as if there were never a mistake at all. Example 3. A rug weaver, famous for making some of the world's most amazing rugs. She hand weaves intricate designs, taking hours and hours of meticulous work. As the rug takes shape, the shapes change, and the symmetrical designs can become asymmetrical. The mistake is not smoothed over as if it never happened, nor is the rug destroyed as unacceptable. The imperfection becomes the character of the rug. It is what makes this rug spectacular. How do you view imperfection? Do you avoid it and thus fear making mistakes at a high cost to your development? Do you pretend you never made a mistake and keep on moving forward towards your own vision? Or do you accept mistakes, learn from them, and build on them to become a spectacular skater? I'll leave you with one last thing. The weaving of a Navajo rug shares this wisdom. Perfectionism is not the elimination of imperfection. This comes from thinking that we need to control everything. Perfection, rather, is the ability to incorporate our imperfections. Make a choice to embrace both your perfection and your imperfections for a healthy and balanced mindset that will allow you to learn and grow in your skating and in life. If you think you would like to learn more about how to embrace and manage your perfectionism so you can make the progress you want in your jumps or in skating, please contact me to see if you are a good fit for ICE Mental Skills Training. Thanks for listening. Please do me a favor and share this if you find it helpful. If you want to learn more, you can find us at icementalgame.com or like our page on Facebook at IceMentalGame. Until next time, this is Coach Pomai saying aloha and happy skating.